Jamal Niaz here with one of WWE's most beloved superstars of the last 10 years here at For the Love of Wrestling, Raj Dhesi, formerly known as Jinder Mahal. Now, we've just had Sting, the icon himself, walk through. You exchange handshakes. Nice to see so many legends here. Is anyone that you're geeking out about being around?
I mean, these conventions are amazing because I get to see the older superstars that I grew up watching, guys like Jake the Snake Roberts, Lex Luger, Sting, Mick Foley, but also the crop of guys that I was in WWE with, guys like Heath Slater, Fandango, Tyler Breeze. So it's a very unique mix. Next to me is Sabu. I was a huge ECW fan growing up, but I'm excited to meet who did I meet for the first time today? I met Jacqueline for the first time today, WWE Hall of Famer. So, at this point in my career or in life, there's not that many people in this business that I haven't met. So it's always nice to meet someone that I grew up watching.
Now, the wrestling business is very non-stop, and having these opportunities with fans to hear their stories, how your storylines and performances have affected their lives and touched them.
Yep.
It's a really nice chance to sit back and look at what you've achieved in your life. I know you said you don't do this that often, but it must be nice, right?
Yeah, it is nice. Again, just connecting with the fans, because most of the time I'm at home, I'm away from fans, I'm away from wrestling. So it's really nice. Just fans share their memories. Like when I lost the WWE Championship here in Manchester. But that was an amazing moment for me. I had so much fun that match. I remember after the match when AJ pinned me 1, 2, 3, and just hearing the crowd's reaction. I was laying on the mat, like it was amazing, and everybody was so surprised. Nobody expected a title change on SmackDown in Manchester, which was the first time the WWE Championship had changed hands outside of the United States, I believe, on a television taping.
100%.
So again, history was made in Manchester. Yeah, so no, it's amazing just meeting fans, and the fans here in UK are so passionate. I mean, everybody knows that anytime there's a Raw and SmackDown here in UK, or even now in Europe in general, France, the crowd was on fire. Scotland, it's incredible. But here, all the WWE fans know, all the WWE wrestlers know when we're performing here in UK, like we're gonna get something special from the crowd.
100%. And the heel work you did during that WWE title run in 2017 was something to behold. The heat you were getting from every crowd, it's what wrestlers dream of. How much fun was that run? And I know we were just talking off camera. Everything in WWE at that time was very, very last minute. It was last minute finding out you were going to win the belt. Last minute you were finding out you were going to drop the belt. That fills me with anxiety just thinking about it. But you have to be used to that, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. That was just the nature of the beast at that time. And I think adjusting last minute is good because news leaks. You can go on the internet and you find out who's going to feud with who's going to win. So it's nice when there's a surprise. And I think it's really cool when someone you don't expect becomes WWE champion. And that's what WWE is all about. It's about adjusting and changing, especially now. WWE does a really good job of listening to the crowd, to the WWE universe, to the fans. And with the new regime, Triple H in charge, I think they really got their finger on the pulse. They keep attention. They pay attention to everything online, the reactions from the audience. The live audience reaction is the best barometer for, who's getting over with the fans per se, right? Who they should push, etc. Who, especially the young guys like Braun Breaker. These guys at 1 year on the main roster are getting amazing responses. Already Intercontinental Champion. I think definitely in the future he's going to be World Champion, WWE Champion. So yeah, it's cool.
Were you ever told or given hints that there could have been another world title run for you in the future after you dropped the belt? Because you did have various feuds for the world title. I remember even early last year you had a few matches with Seth Rollins as well, right?
Yeah, so no, they don't tell you in the future that this is going to happen because they don't know what's going to happen in the future, right? It's especially at that time, it was kind of week to week or geared towards the next pay-per-view or PLE at that time, and then coming around Mania time, everything is just WrestleMania focused. Let's get to that, and we'll see, because it's also very hard to plan out. Injuries happen, new stars just randomly get over, like someone like a LA Knight just pops off, right? And then so it's best just to kind of go with the flow. But as far as being told I was going to have another championship run, no. I was never told, even before I won the championship, that I was going to have a championship run. I was told that me and Randy are just going to have one match. Rusev got injured and they needed someone in the pay-per-view, that it was just going to be me and Randy one time, and Rusev was going to come back and then face Randy for the title. But I think something changed last minute. I do know something changed last minute, because here in UK you guys have the betting, right?
Yeah.
And I remember, like, I was seeing on Twitter, I would get tagged in the dirt sheet articles that, like, a few days before, maybe 1 or 2 days before, that I had swayed into the favorite, like into a favorite. So someone knew something, and bet big money. So all good.
Fans, desperately want to see you back on their TV screens on a weekly basis. What's in your future plans? Is that something that you want right now? I know you're taking life as it comes, enjoying things, but has AEW ever reached out? Would that be something in your future, or would it be firmly be WWE you'd want to work with again?
So, not on an official level. Nobody has on like a really official level, just because myself at this time, I'm just enjoying myself. I was under contract for so many years, and the WWE schedule right now, I wish we would have had this schedule now with less emphasis on live events, because we were worked pretty heavily. Our schedules were quite intensive with live events in the United States, North America, and then also coming overseas quite a bit, all over the world. But as far as signing with another major promotion, everything would have to be right. Storyline, business would have to make sense. Everything would have to make sense, because I'm in a great spot. I had a great career in WWE. I'm happy with everything I accomplished, and if that's everything that I ever do, I'm more than satisfied, more than happy with it. And I'm into business outside of WWE. I just filmed a movie last week. So, yeah, I'm just excited to have freedom, and I just do whatever makes me happy.
Is there anyone, if you were to return to the ring at some point, is there anyone that you've not faced in any major promotion, maybe 5 guys that you would absolutely love to share the ring with?
5 guys. Okay, let's go Will Ospreay.
Cool. Yeah.
I always love being a heel, so I'm going to pick some baby faces. Will Ospreay, haven't faced. Wow. Okay. He's not a babyface, but I want to wrestle him. Bronson Reed. I'm a big fan of Bronson Reed. I think he's going to do big things. Ludwig Kaiser. He's a heel, but I think one day he's gonna be a very, very popular babyface. The ladies love him. Ludwig Kaiser. So that's 3. Let's go MJF. I know he's a heel, but I'm naming all heels. Sorry, guys. I said I was going to name babyfaces.
He's done babyface before as well.
Yeah. Okay, there's one more. I've never had a singles match with him, but I've had a tag match, and let's just say, and I was in 3MB, so that doesn't even count. Like the Maharaja version of me in my prime versus Cody Rhodes. I think that's my 5 picks right there off the top of my head.
No, I like that a lot. Swerve as well. Swerve Strickland would be a good one.
Yes, exactly. I'm a big fan of Strickland. I really liked him in NXT. I remember going to NXT one time when I was injured to do my rehab. That was the first time that I had seen him wrestle. He was incredible, and he's grown as a performer ever since. He's gotten bigger. He's grown into that main event level, that world champion, and yeah, definitely he's another one that I'd love to have a match with.
Final one, you had a very famous encounter with The Rock right before he went into the final boss gimmick. That must have been, the stuff that dreams are made of.
Yes.
What was he like to work with? Did he have a lot of positive things to say to you backstage as well?
Incredible performer and even better human being. Yeah, definitely. I've known Rock throughout the years, but never, had a promo. I think like a promo with a Rock is harder to do than a match. Like a lot of wrestlers find promos very, very stressful, and I'm quite comfortable with promos. But when I found out I'm in a promo with the Rock, and the Rock's returning after several years. I guess he did come back again, and he did a promo against Austin Theory, but let's just ignore that. Yeah. He came back for the Maharaja. How did I leave Rock out of a dream match? That's obviously number one. But yeah, incredible person. And I don't think I've shared this before, but he actually left like a little bit of an Easter egg for me. So the next day he left me a voice message over text, just thanking me, what a great segment was, what a great reaction. And he said, I'll be seeing you soon now that I'm going to be doing things all across the board. One week later, board of directors. So I didn't pick up on that, but he did kind of drop a hint that he was going to be on the board. So yeah, incredible. I love The Rock. I'm a big fan of his movies. Grew up big Rocky Maivia fan. Actually, you know what? The first day I ever went to wrestling practice, I had the Rock sideburns and I wore the Rock's t-shirt. Legit. I was full. Yeah, I went in first day of wrestling training like a mark. Yeah. It's all good.
Hey, I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. Well, with the current rivalry between WWE and AEW and the WWE Netflix deal, there's so much going on in pro wrestling, and I want to see you a part of it one way or another.
Yeah, I'm still a part of it, very much a part of it on the independent level. I love independent wrestling. It's actually motivating seeing all the young talent, like young, hungry guys that are up and coming that haven't had that mainstream exposure yet. Just seeing them wrestle and kind of giving them advice, whatever advice I can, just about the business in general. One of the mistakes that I made was I really didn't evolve with the times. I was like, I like being an old school type of heel. So I always encourage the guys to study try to imagine where the business is going, see where the trend is going and go that direction. Get there before the business gets there. I think that's the key to success in wrestling in 2025. See where the trends are going, study the trends, get there first before anybody else does. And, you're going to be original.
Awesome. It's been a pleasure speaking to you.
Thank you.
One of the absolute best of the last decade. And yeah, really excited to see what's in your future, man. Have a great weekend as well.
Hang out more often. The best of the decade. I love this